Is this thing on? Is this thing on?
I don't need nothing. You are my everything. Only me and you. Only me and you.
Hey, I'm a normal 7-day, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I take your dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I take your enemies in front of God. Introduce them to that life, get them strictly with that fire. Fire, 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 fire.
Okay, y'all, so I know that it has been quite some time since I have shown my face on this here app. A lot has been going on. It has been 4 months. Let's talk about where I have been, okay? So, first and foremost, I want to just say I love this community because as I've been going through all of the different changes that I'm about to share, some things I'm about to share that I have not yet shared on any platform, Instagram, here. So I do have some updates for y'all. So we are just having a little comfy, cozy, where the hell have I been chat. And here's the thing. I almost didn't film today because I've been y'all, I haven't posted on, today is, first of all, let's talk about what today is. And y'all are going to see how quickly I get this video out to you. Today is March 16th. I am pretty much a 4 to 5 times posting on Instagram type of person. Y'all, I have not posted on Instagram since February 24th. That is almost a month. That is very not like me. I haven't posted on YouTube since December, but I can't say that's not like me because I have a tendency to appear and disappear, but I'm trying to do better. The most important thing that matters is picking up the camera. You fall down, you get back up. No matter where you're at in life, okay? That's just a word. Don't stop. The only way that you fail is if you just stop and you give up. If I were to never pick up the camera again, then okay, I failed. But I didn't fail because guess what? Y'all see in this video right now. But anyways, I almost didn't film the video today because I told myself, oh, I needed it to be perfect. I wanted to have a whole look on. I wanted to do it in like a studio. I had this really amazing vision of like a mic drop, she's back moment. Y'all remember when B. Simone launched her single podcast after she had the podcast with the other lady? I wanted to do something like that. So that's why I kept putting it off. But then I'm like, the sisters don't care about that. Let's just be so honest. You are not a master director production. You yap and you post it. So let's stay in character. And y'all know that's true. But I didn't let the idea of perfectionism stop me from posting, and I'm very happy about that. We are comfy. We are in our robe. We have our coffee. Right now, my daughter is getting her hair braided in the other room. My son is playing upstairs, and that's okay because we're going to get this life update anyways, okay? So I literally wrote down on my phone everything that I need to update y'all on. Like this is, I hope this feels like a FaceTime because that's what it's going to be. So let's all the way rewind back to 2025. The amount of things that happened in the final quarter of 2025 is absolutely insane. And you cannot tell me that we don't serve an amazing God. And by that, I mean, there's so many things that I thought and prayed for that I thought weren't going to happen until 2026 that happened in the final quarter of 2025. So let's rewind. As y'all know, I got my new car. That has been a huge dream of mine. I'm talking about, I already talked about that in the few videos ago, but that's been a goal of mine for 5+ years. I've wanted a Mercedes. Always have. But I always wanted to get it at a time when I could not be stressed about it and afford maintenance and afford things going wrong and being able to pay it off within a year. So I waited a very long time, longer than most would, which I'm very proud of because I used to spend impulsively. So I was able to get my dream car. Right after I got my dream car, I got my dog, Ember. Y'all already saw that. Quick update on Ember. Ember is doing absolutely amazing. She is thriving. She's doing so good. She's the most chill dog ever. Everyone tried to warn me about doodles and their temperament. Not Ember. Ember is a black woman, okay? Her name is Ember LaQuandria, and she's just the most. She's the best dog ever. Alea is absolutely obsessed with her. I thought that Ember was going to be my emotional support animal. Joke's on me because it's Alea's. Literally, they are joined at the hip. I'll show y'all this Christmas picture. Look. They're literally best friends. And also, it's been a really amazing opportunity to teach Alea responsibility. Like, Alea pretty much does 80% of the care for Ember, and she's so good with her. She takes her out first thing in the morning. When she comes inside, she wipes her paws, she feeds her, she wants to take her on walks. Obviously, I have to go with them. She's not old enough to walk her by herself. She wants to give her baths, she wants to do it all. So it has been such an amazing addition to our family. I literally love her so much. I would go and grab her right now to show y'all, but right now she's at Dogtopia. So that's one of the updates coming later on in the video, but we are actually going home to Cleveland. Y'all, I have not been home in 3 years, and yes, I'm gonna be vlogging it. Yes, I am. I have not been home in 3 years. I miss my sister and my family so bad. The kids haven't been home in even longer than that because the last time I went home, it was by myself. So they are so excited. But the reason why Ember's at Dogtopia is because she's doing like a meet and greet daycare day just to make sure like she's comfortable and stuff like that. But she's gonna be at Dogtopia while we're in Cleveland. And I really, really love it. Like, I feel very comfortable there. They have a doggy cam and all of that. I've heard so many reviews good from people that I know personally. So right now Ember's at Dogtopia. I'm actually going to pick her up in like 30 to 40 minutes. So then I got Ember. So I got my dream car, boom. Then I got Ember, boom. For me, I thought that was it. My fiance had another plan because on Christmas Eve, and I'm gonna do a whole separate story time on our engagement story if y'all want me to, because I really need to break it down. The way he did it is so sweet and so cute, but I'll give you a quick backstory. So it was my idea to host just a little quick game night. My fiance was gonna be in town. It was Christmas Eve. We had the kids this year. Both of us had our kids. And I was just like, let's just do something. You know what I mean? I wanna start making our own tradition. So I am the one who decided to invite our friends over. Long story short, they tricked me. They all knew he was proposing. He did it in a really sweet way. Actually, matter of fact, I posted a video on Instagram of exactly how he did it. So I'll go ahead and roll the clip now. Okay, so as y'all can see, I clearly did not expect it. He did an absolutely amazing job with it. And I love the way he did it because we talked very briefly about like proposal and my ideas. The only thing I really shared with him was that I didn't want it to be in a place full of strangers. Like, I didn't like the idea of it being like at a restaurant or out somewhere, or you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want that. I knew I either wanted it to be just me and him or me, him, and like very small people. But I didn't tell him like anything past that. I let him completely decide because I think there's a lot of beauty in giving them the steering wheel and allowing them to do it because, you know, it's their proposal too. And I wanted to see how he did it, and he did such an amazing job. So we got engaged on Christmas Eve, and then boom, we kind of rolled into the new year. So I think like when the new year came around, I was just like, I don't have any more goals, which like I know sounds silly. Like I was on such a high from everything that had happened. In my head, there wasn't anything that I was like, ooh, I really want this to happen. Getting engaged and a few of the things that had already happened were on that list. So I was just kind of like, okay, now what? So funny enough, it's March and I have not still created my vision board for 2026. I'm actually going to do one with my sister whenever I go back home this weekend because there's a few things that I have now thunk up that I want to add there. But all of that happened leading up to 2026, and I just felt so overwhelmingly loved. I just felt like it was such a beautiful, and is still such a beautiful season. There was really like it was just so amazing. And then after 2026 happened, it shortly rolled into February, which there was so much happening in February. First of all, me and my fiance celebrated our first Valentine's together as fiancés. A week later, it was his daughter's birthday. A week after that, it was his birthday. And then boom, March 10th, it was my birthday. We actually did a joint birthday game night party. I'll post some pictures here for that as well. It was really, really fun. We had such an amazing time just celebrating with people we love around us. So that was really, really fun. And then that leads us to here. It's the 15th and I'm like, oops, y'all didn't get any of that because I didn't pick up my camera. My bad. Please forgive me. I apologize. But I miss this community so much. Like I keep saying, and we had some friends come to visit town. These are my fiance's best friends from Mississippi. Him and his wife came to visit and we spent the weekend together. We got to show them Austin. We went to Zilker, and it just kind of like, she's on her creative journey as well. And it just kind of created some more excitement, some more spark. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, and I'm creating a whole different video on this. Things change when something that you just used to do for fun now becomes your permanent job. There's a bit more on your shoulders and there's a bit more stress that's added. So YouTube is probably my favorite type of content to create. I love picking up the camera. I love talking to y'all in the comments, but I haven't gotten any paid brand deals from YouTube. And what I mean by that is I'm not doing this platform to try to make money. Like I have not set a financial goal necessarily with YouTube. It would be cool if it paid my rent, but Instagram is my main business. That's my full-time job now. Getting paid brand deals is how I pay for my life, for me and my kids. So I've just been primarily focusing on that. And even at that, like I said, it's almost been a month since I posted. Now, let's get into why it's been a month. There is something that I need to tell y'all that some of you may have noticed. So rewind. I want to put some pictures and some clips for reference if you are new here, which my YouTube channel started way after this, but if you are on my Instagram, you may have been around for this. In 2021 or 2022, I went on a big weight loss journey. This is before any of the things were out that are out now. Now, this is no shade to any of those things because it's something I would definitely utilize, especially if I was on a weight loss journey. But I just want y'all to know that this was hard sweat, tears, caloric tracking, all of that. I lost about 50 pounds, I would say, in that year. I'm going to put pictures here. And since then, I have been maintaining that weight. I've actually lost more. It's probably been like 15 pounds over the last 2 years, I would say. But I've lost more and I've been really, really happy with where I'm at in terms of my weight loss. However, I don't want to lose any more weight. I didn't want to lose any more weight. I love my curves, my hips, my arms, the way everything looks. But after having 2 C-sections, I had this fat right above my C-section scar around my waist and lower back. Every time I dropped weight, I lost it literally everywhere but there. I would lose it in my legs, my thighs would get smaller, or my arms, or my glutes. Like I was losing it everywhere but the areas that I wanted to lose it. Even when I was down to my thinnest weight, like probably 2 years ago, I was really thin. Very healthy still, but just thin, but I still had that fat in that area. So I did something for myself that I'm really, really excited to share. I'm actually, as of today, tomorrow, I'll be posting about it on my Instagram, but I got lipo 360. Now, if y'all want me to do a whole different video on my full lipo 360 experience from start to finish, because there's so much to talk about that and I don't want it to be the entirety of this video, let me know in the comments because I absolutely will. But I will say this, super safe. I was awake. It was like 2 hours, super non-invasive. Like I've had a C-section that was way worse. No pain. I would say I was a little bit sore, but not anything. Like I was watching TikTok videos and I was like, these girls are making it seem like this is the worst pain in their life. I did not by any means have that experience at all. Super amazing doctor. I went to Dr. Chow. He's in Austin. Highly recommend him. One of my friends went to him and she has already shared this information. So I'm not sharing anything that she wouldn't feel comfortable with me sharing. She got hers first and then 1 full year later, I got mine. After I saw how amazing hers looked, how it boosted her confidence, and just like doing something for yourself, like it really encouraged me, like I am allowed to do this, I deserve to do this. And it has made such a big difference. Just a little bit off the waist has made things different. Now, to clarify, I did not get a transfer of any kind. I did not get fat put back in me anywhere. But when you bring in the waist and you get rid of that lower back fat, I'll post some before and afters here. It makes a huge difference. It makes your ass stand out more. I've always had wide hips. It makes them look more curvy. Now, I'm only 4 weeks post-op. I actually had my 1 month appointment today with Dr. Chow, and I still have about 40% of swelling. So I'm still not at my final result, but baby, Lipton, okay? Lipton. But I'm very, very happy. Like, it's given me such a confidence boost. I'm not saying this to encourage you to get surgery. I'm not saying this, you know what I mean? Like, if you're on a weight loss journey, I wouldn't say, oh, go get lipo. I would say lipo, you're a good candidate for lipo if you are happy with where you are, if you're confident with where you are, but you want minor tweaks. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't have gotten lipo in 2021. I needed to lose a lot of weight. I think some people rush into it when they're not yet at that point. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that I waited, because it's made such a big difference. And it's made more of a big difference now than it would have if I would have got it back then, if that makes sense. But I'm so happy with my decision, like just putting on clothes, putting on my swimsuit. I'm so excited for this summer, but it's made such a big difference. 10 out of 10 recommend. Let me know if y'all want another video on that. And that is all the updates. I know there's been a lot going on. I feel like there's probably some things that I'm missing. Hold on, let me check my note. Oh, so what I was gonna say is right now I'm in a big season of preparing for this new life that I'm about to enter. My bonus daughter and my fiance are gonna be moving in this summertime, and we're gonna be blending households. And I'm like so excited for that. I'm like in therapy. I'm praying over myself and our family and my kids to prepare for being a wife, to prepare for being a stepmom. So there's a lot that's going to be going on and coming up. And one thing I want to do better about is not just leaving y'all hanging. You know what I mean? Because as much as y'all gain from me through conversation, insight, wisdom, resources, I gain that back from y'all. Sometimes I read y'all's comments and I'm like, oh, that's a really good idea, or I love what she recommended. And I know some of y'all have probably gone through blending of families, or gone through getting married, or are in a blended family, married X amount of years. So give me all of the advice, please. But yes, I am so happy to be back. Okay, I am so happy to be back in community with my sisters. Okay, let me know if y'all have any questions. I tried to keep this as short as I could because I want to get this up for y'all. But stay tuned, because Alea's birthday trip is coming up soon, and her birthday. So there's lots coming. And let me know if there's things that you want to see in the comments. But yes, I will see you in the next video. Love you. Bye.